Welcome to my podcast. Today I decided to talk about how to do car insurance in the UK because it's an offense if you drive in this country without insurance. So, in short, you need to look online. So, basically, you can write, for instance, looking for car insurance, or go compare, or confused.com. And some they advocate that there's some places that you can look through, like Marshmallow Admiral, Got to Insure. So just basically you put your all details. So you start off with your name, full name, date of birth, um, if you have bought the car or not, if you have a license, if you have no claim bonus. Also, you need to put where do you live, your postcode, full address, car type. So there's a lot of questions that been asked, and if there is anyone that you want to add to your car, and how many miles you do per year, and what sort of driving. What's the purpose of the drive? Is it like social, domestic, commuting, or a business? So each one is different, so you need to pay attention because you can't have, for instance, for social and used for business. This might cause you an issue. Also, you need to check for the compulsory and the voluntary payment. So there's a compulsory that it's a must, and voluntary, which is that money you're gonna put if something goes wrong. Also, it's always advisable to do comprehensive, which cover you and the other party if something went wrong. And also, when yours like it's gonna expire very soon, so you have to start looking at least 1 month before it expires in order to find cheapest deal. It's advisable also to pay annually because this one will avoid paying in excess, because if you pay money monthly, there is like interest, and if you compare it, there will be like um, um, added amount of money that you need to pay. So it's up to you, of course. Some insurance, they will put a black box for you, part of their deal. Some people, they say the black box for next year will reduce the insurance. Personally, I didn't see that. Though I don't drive at night, I just drive in the daytime if I have something to do. And it monitor your speed and will tell you, for instance, if you don't brake too much, if you drive well, if you follow and monitor your speed according to the area. As we all know in brief, in the traffic, whereas there's housing, it's always 20 miles per hour. If it's a normal road and in the city, it's always 30. If it's in the motorway, it's always 70. However, better to be lower than that in order just to um, to anticipate if there is anything ahead in order to take action. Um, and also in the slip road, for instance, you need always to be vigilant and keep an eye because sometimes the navigator does not coincide, which is on the road in real time. So that's something I just thought to tell about. Also, some people advocate that if you bring insurance back home, it will reduce the thing. I think this applicable only in certain situations, so I need to check the eligibility and if the company does that, because not all of them they do that. When you buy the insurance, better to put, like for instance, a windscreen, because things happen. I had once been parked inside road and a stupid passed by and he broke my rear window. So it was a complete shock to me to drive back, and it was really panicking for no obvious reason. People break your window, and the cheapest thing that you can do is basically to tick this one in your insurance if it's not ticked already, because it will save you a lot of money once you need to fix it, because private ones, they're really expensive, so they range from 200 to 350, 400. And other thing, you need to, of course, to add the breakdown. Don't underestimate this, because if you don't do that, I remember once a colleague, she was like panicking, and of course, to get a recovery, it can be very expensive if you don't take that. So always you have to consider this. You have to have no claim bonus. So once you had, started driving, and have the non-claim bonus from the insurance company you have been with, once it's finished, they will send you, or you just call them or email them to ask for that, because it's very important for the next one, and otherwise it might cancel your insurance. And I remember once, I thought the no claim bonus start from the time I had my full UK license. So they phoned me up and said, no, it should be from the time you drive it, not from the time you had your license. So I end up, it's a must. So I had to pay for that difference. Otherwise, they're going to cancel. So, in short, those kind of company, they're only after money, and you have to be careful. It's very offensive if you don't drive without it. Otherwise, you'll be in trouble. And also, you need to put the details of your car, if it's old, new, what category, because. So, for instance, if it's easy to be stolen, or their parts is expensive, so all of that you have to put. And certain insurers, they provide like application whereby you can, rather than call, just chat with them. So some of them, they are only remote and it's only online, so they don't have number. And just you need to follow that. And they say also it depends on the area as well, and if the car is kept, for instance, in a locked garage, not in a driveway on the street, all of that will decide the money that you will pay. I personally, I think the Confuse.com is the best, I think, whereby when you put your details, just hit the button to compare, so you can check which is the cheapest, and you just take it from there. Sometimes you're gonna find that the insurance that you're gonna pay is more than even the value of the car, which is applicable in this country, because this is the way how it is, especially if you are a new driver in this country, and despite being driving back home, it will count from the time you have your English license. And always try to aim for a clean driving license, because if you had an issue, so for instance, we started driving within the first 2 years of attaining your license, and you get some points like 6 or 9, this will disqualify you, so you have to repeat the exam again. So that's another issue I did a podcast about, if you want to know about it, just in brief. However, I'm just doing this podcast just for some people that they are asking what sort of car insurance and the cheapest one they can attain, and how to secure it. So I hope by that I just covered the main points that anyone might want to know. And if you have any point that you want to raise, you can raise it in the feedback. Thank you.